Alright, hello everybody, this is Magic, and I'm going to give you a special cast for you today. Wow, why is that so loud? Hold on a tick. I want to check my settings here real fast, because for some reason it keeps bumping up. I don't know why. Okay, so I'll set it, well, I'll set it a little bit lower. For some reason, whenever I turn this off, or I don't know, sometimes it's just like, or if I restart my computer, like the headphone microphone, or headset microphone, gets bumped to 100%, and then it's just really staticky and not cool. Anyways, it sounds a little bit staticky now. It might just be the terrain. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Well, let's unpause this. Get back into it. So we have Mr. tQorGETSLAMT spawning as our red Zerg at the, the right-hand prong here, or the eastern side. He's on the east side. But anyways, TQ is a very good team. They do have a lot of members in the top 200, also known as Grandmasters, and well, he plays Zerg. I've cast him once before, I do believe, on my daily cast show that I discontinued because of work. And he's a very good player. You know, he's actually, I believe he's in like the top 50 players in North America, so I don't know. Anyways, his opponent is Mr. xNJakeBake. He's not actually part of the XN team any longer. He was a co-founder of it, but I think they dismantled it. Now he's on EP, which stands for Eternal Gaming, or Eternal, wow, Eternal, shoot, how do I keep forgetting this? I forget this last time. Eternal Plague, that's right, okay. He's on Eternal Plague, and he's spawned over here at the left-hand side as our blue Zerg. Now I wonder if these players are going to be expanded. I have, you know, unchecked this map in my lineup because I really don't think it's Zerg favored whatsoever. And in fact, I think it's highly Terran and Protoss favored, especially Terran. But it looks like the option is to expand. Looks like tQorGETSLAMT is taking that early expansion. I believe it was on 15. Meanwhile, JakeBake getting up that spawning pool. Extractor spawning pool, getting up those early Zerglings, and now the timing is, you know, you want to attack before this hatchery, you know, is really going to be used. You know, if it's just finishing, that's good. That's like the perfect timing, because otherwise, your opponent's just going to have more stuff. Because I mean, a hatchery is a barracks, and you're able to just get up twice as much as having one hatchery, right? So I mean, right? So I mean, you really want to work it out so that you get in there and kill them off before then, or you know, sit back and not get as many Zerglings and throw up your own expansion and defend it as best you can. Now, I do believe that the hatchery first is a better plan, especially for this map. This map is slightly longer, but at the same time, I do know that you know, hatchery first does work on shorter maps, you know, shorter positioned maps. So anyways, 4 Zerglings out for JakeBake. Zergling speed about 2/3 done, and he does have roaches on the way. Actually, both players going roaches now. Off, you know, JakeBake here getting off 1 base, and GETSLAMT's getting it off 2 bases. Now, through my experiences, I've noticed that if you go roach from 1 base and with the timing, like a +2 timing attack with the speed, then your opponent's going to be better off if he does the hatchery first, of course, right? Because you're going to have more roaches and more everything. But you know, if he gets the hatch first, you know, if he goes Zergling speed and then decides, okay, I'm not going to attack and get roaches, you know, and then expand, you know, it doesn't really work out. So I do believe that GETSLAMT here is going to be in a pretty good position, especially since JakeBake is not overcommitting to an attack here. He really could have, but of course, you know, he really needed a lot of Zerglings. He would have had like 8 or so around now, but at the same time, GETSLAMT could have had more. So anyways, roaches are coming out here now for both players, and I do wonder when that attack is coming from either. Anyways, this Overlord is going to be picked off here in just a moment here from that Queen. 1 more hit, there it goes, and you know, that's the thing, when you are 1 base against 2, you really need to find little things to get ahead like that. You know, getting up an extra Queen is never going to be a bad choice whatsoever, unless you don't have enough drones to really support an extra spew, or you can't use it around the map or something like that. But anyways, it looks like that Queen is going to go over to this expansion here, look for another Overlord, see if there is one, possibly stick around when that expansion does go down. Anyways, JakeBake doing a little scouting, seeing what's up at that expansion. Looks like he's just using it for a macro expansion right now, or a macro hatch. And it's getting up a lot of roaches off it, which is definitely a good call, you know, and you can definitely support a lot off just one base. You know, a lot more than one hatchery's worth, which is why you get it, you know, why you must get another hatchery in Zerg against Zerg at some point. So anyways, he does have quite a few roaches here. It looks like 9 so far. Whoops. JakeBake here having 8. So, you know, JakeBake here is kind of losing face here. You know, he does have, let's see, well, 17 to 17 drones. So right now, he's just producing a lot of roaches. Actually, both players are producing a lot of roaches. And, well, it looks like xNJakeBake here is going to be building a couple of extra drones here. 3 drones, or actually it's 4 drones. And that's going to help him a lot in the long run. You know, in Zerg against Zerg, it's really all about, okay, can you sneak out one drone or 2 drones, maybe 3 drones, you know, while you're producing a bunch of units? Because if you stop producing units altogether for like maybe even one spew, one round, you know, like that could be the one round that your opponent goes in there and kills you. So I mean, you really gotta be careful with that. The safest thing is, of course, not to get the drones and just get you know, a bunch of guys while getting just a few drones. So anyways, it looks like JakeBake here going right through center there. Looks like this Overlord, well, if he hovered his mouse over it, he could see it, but I don't believe he's going to know that attack is underway. Anyways, the rocks are down now, and tQSLAMT does have 10 roaches, whereas JakeBake here does have a lot more. So I mean, xNJakeBake here, he really needs to reinforce that, get up a bunch more. Production tab. Looks like he's getting some more roaches and an evolution chamber. So it looks like JakeBake here has found a really good timing attack here. Gonna attack in there. These roaches definitely on the offensive here. Now, the nice thing is, I mean, what you want to do is you mix in a few Zerglings that just take extra damage, because I mean, they're a little better off, because the roaches, you know, they have, you know, like, say like 5 hits to a roach. Zerglings maybe 2, where you get 2 Zerglings for a certain amount of cost, and that's a lot of hit points for that cost. So I mean, it's always good to mix in a few. They just take a lot of extra hits for you. And it looked like JakeBake adding in a lot of queens, just doing a good queen attack here, and I really just did not see this coming, because I mean, generally you do not see queens on the battlefield without the creep. You really spread your creep with the queens, but he's just chosen not to spread any creep whatsoever, and it's having a very good timing attack here. And you know, right when xNJakeBake wanted to produce a couple of extra drones is exactly when he gets killed off here. So tQSLAMT give him the GG, and JakeBake takes the win. So I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I'm going to continue casting here, just a bunch of replays. I'm going to save them separately, so you know, I am going to turn off the stream so I can save them separately. So if you are tuning in, you can continue to tune in, for I have at least 1 more or maybe 2 on the way. But anyways, this is Magic signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed it.